Hi there. The purpose of this video is to show you how the new section of Bluesky Feed Creator works. We have created a tool for you to curate your own posts or other posts, for example, from your own feed into a collection. We've got some really neat templates for you to use that make it really easy to create your own collection. We've also got some really exciting view options for your collection that really take you outside the limitations of just the Bluesky feed view. I'm excited to show you how it looks. First, I'm going to create a new collection using this big blue button here. This puts me into a template. I'm going to create my first collection to use one of my feeds. For example, if I wanted to curate some posts from my feed into a different order, or I wanted to write notes against them or anything like that, I could use the copy existing feed template. For now, I'm going to use the first collection one. The collection basics are the things that we need to create the collection under your account. I'm going to call this example collection. We also need some text in the collection description. Here is the description of my collection. You're going to choose the account that you can publish under. Even if you don't publish your collection, and you don't have to, we do need an account to go with it. If you have multiple accounts connected to your Bluesky Feed Creator account, you can select the one that you want to use here. This creates a drop-down, and your other accounts would sit here. Then you need a feed path. This goes into your URL. So it's going to go with your Bluesky handle, in this example, blueskyfeedcreator.com, and it'll sit behind it with a slash, just like it would if it were a feed. So I'll go example collection. And I'd better check collection. We can only have 15 characters here. Let's go EG collection just in case. And then I'm going to click next, add posts. Okay. So this is our search engine. We're still in the template here for creating my first collection, but once the collection is created, I can always search and add more posts. In this instance, I'm going to start by looking at a feed. So I'll go with bug fixes for Bluesky Feed Creator. And here are some posts in here. Now, what I can do, I've got this little icon here, and that's going to, when I click it, save a post into my feed. And I get this little green box that pops up. And remember, I'm still in the template at this point. Now, I might decide that I want to instead choose posts from a user. So I could look at Bluesky Feed Creator. That one's suggested, but I can choose any author I like using the from : operator. I'm going to use this example from blueskyfeedcreator.com. Here is us. So I'll choose a couple of these to put them into my collection. Now these, I want to find some that have media with them, because one of the real strengths of this is our media view. Okay, so I've selected a few posts there, enough for us to get the idea. And so I can now head on to the next part of the template. Down the bottom here, I've got this. I just want to scroll it into view. Oh my gosh, it's going to hide from me. Can I make my screen larger? Let's create collection. There we go. Okay, so now I've got 12 posts here in my collection. I can search for posts in the collection. So for example, down here, I'm talking about the Super Bowl. If I search for Super Bowl here, it's going to nail it down to this particular post. but this can be used obviously when you've got a much larger collection than just 12 posts. Let's have a look through some of the different views. So our views are up here on the top right. We've got firstly Bluesky view. So this is the closest thing to a feed view within Bluesky Feed Creator. And you can add a comment about a post. So this is an example comment. This is really useful if, for example, you're collating posts because you want to use them for inspiration. If you're a maker and you have project inspiration boards on something like Pinterest, you can actually use this for something like that, and you can add comments against particular posts. This does not add a comment on Bluesky. This only adds a comment on Bluesky Feed Creator, but the comment will be preserved for as long as that post is in your collection. Here's another view. This is our compact view with text and any media in this view we have over here. But we do have a really great light box that we have added. So you can open up your media in this view and have a better look at it. Alternatively, you might choose to use this gallery view. So here we've got sort of like cards in our collection. And then this is our personal favorite. We have got, what have we called it? The scrapbook view. So this has pulled all of the media from the post that I've selected, and it has popped them here into a scrapbook view. At any point, you can unsave a post from collections using this little icon. And you can use the butterfly icon to view it in Bluesky. So if you're here and you want to reply to a post, for instance, you can hit that butterfly icon and it will take you right to the post in Bluesky. We've got two options here, viewing the collection and searching to add to Bluesky. And that takes you just to that same search engine that I was showing you in the template at the beginning. And it saves your last search, so you can always pull extra posts from your previous search, or you can start again from scratch. Maybe you're really into dahlias. Dahlias are usually a safe option here. So I'm searching actual Bluesky now, and these are posts from Bluesky itself. And isn't it a delight that I'm searching within this media view? What will happen if you select a post to save from here, if it's got, because you're selecting one image, it comes with whatever other images are in that same post. We don't have the images separated out yet. So if you save one image from a post, you're going to get all of them. So you can save things from here, or you can look at it in a Bluesky style view like so. And we've got that save option again with the little bookmark icon. And see, if I take this post here, I'm going to get all three images if I look in my media view. Now, if at any point you get stuck, don't worry, help is at hand. We've got help here, get help with adding posts. Here's what you do. We have added updated documentation that handles collections, so you're never going to be stuck. You're always going to be okay. And we've also put get help copying from an existing feed, so you can check that out if you ever need it. It's always right there. Just click on that help chip at the top. Now, we have got some additional settings to consider with your collection. So we've also added help chips in here. You can change the sort order of your collection. Under here, we've put how posts in this collection are ordered when viewing or publishing the feed. So at the moment, my collection is sorted by the date that I've added posts to the collection, but I could change that to be sorted by post date. So then they'll be in chronological order, or alternatively, I can change them to custom order. This one's really cool. You can drag to reorder posts at your convenience. I'm going to leave it on that one and we'll go and play around with that in a second. You can also add an avatar for your collection. That's the same as in our regular feed settings. And you can change your content mode for viewing. Now, where this becomes relevant is if you publish to Bluesky. So on Bluesky, you can set a feed to be a media/image gallery feed, and then you will get more of a like Instagram, TikTok scrolling through videos sort of view. You can set that here if that's what you want. Because then what you have the option to do is to publish your collection to Bluesky. And if you do that, it will appear like a feed. So people will be able to view it under your profile. Here we are in the Publish My Collection area. I've got some options here. I can choose yes or no to show the promo URL, which just says, this feed is created with blueskyfeedcreator.com. And I can choose whether or not I'm going to link to my donation page. I am going to save those settings and then I'm going to publish my feed. So, oh, no, kidding. It has been published when I save the settings. You can also create a public description page. This page takes Markdown, and we also have these for our regular feeds. It's a public facing page that you can direct people to if you want to have any additional information about the feed/collection that you've created. So that's all up to you. I can now view the feed in Bluesky. I've got this button up here. There we go. We've got my daily posts that I added in. We've got a whole bunch of Bluesky Feed Creator posts that I added in. This is my collection as viewed as a feed. Okay, now if we head back here and I'm going to click back to collection, I want to put things in this view here. Now I'm going to need to go back to my settings, I think. Click on this because I want to make it custom order. So let's go save. And then as you can see, we've now got little handles. So I can move posts around. This becomes very useful. If you're doing anything with like a storyline, or maybe you are making a collection about your holiday that you went on, this would be a really great way to create a gallery for anything like that, or your art project. Maybe you're a cosplayer, maybe you are a gamer tackling a particular storyline. Anything like that, I feel this could be really wonderful for, but we're excited to see how you guys use the collections. We do have some differences in what's available in the collections. I'm sitting here in my premium subscriber hat, which means that I can have as many posts as needed in my collection. If you are a free user, we are, I think, allowing 20 posts, which is great for, keeping track of things that you want to remember and whatnot. But if you want to get into specialized collections, themes, all that sort of thing, then you might find that you're better served at the standard tier where you can have a couple of collections and up to 100 posts in a collection. See what you think about this new feature. We're really excited to hear your feedback and see how you use it. Have fun. Ka kite anō.